as Susan and I get together, that you are permeating our conversation, that this coaching call isn't between me and Susan, but your Holy Spirit truly changes and shifts us, God. That we won't be the same after this conversation. Not because of who I am or because of who she is, but because of who you are, what you've already done, and what you continue to do in Susan's life. I pray and I thank you. In Jesus' name we say, amen.
Amen.
All right. So go ahead and tell me, how are you doing?
I am doing stuff. I do feel a little lost about what I'm doing because I have like buku time. Okay. So
Sure.
that's part of, I'm like, all right, I know you were used to working with me before. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Let me work on that when I have this much time. But now I have like this much time. And so, so that's the reason why I was saying I really wanted to kind of like, do more of a strategy session and
Sure.
figure out what it is that I'm actually supposed to be doing so that I can make sure that I am doing that and moving forward.
Sure. Okay. So let's do this first.
Okay.
Before we kind of go into that, tell me what you have already done for the last couple of days.
Okay. So actually, I've been doing a lot of watching. There's some funnel videos that the girls gave me for free. I've been doing those, watching those, and learning about like what I guess entails inside of a funnel and how it all works and, all the things that I should or shouldn't be doing, that kind of thing. So I looked at one today that told me about like a webinar funnel, okay, which was totally cool. And I have had several of them tell me that I really should do more videos because I do well at the speaking, and they're like, you will come across much better in the video. So think about actually doing what's called a webinar funnel. So I've been looking at that too, about, how you do a webinar funnel and how to, I guess, put that all together and all that kind of thing. So I am getting a little lost though in like how to do this around the direct sale company, how to do it around the Slenderize program itself.
Sure.
Because I don't really understand how you put the product in there or how you weave that in, I guess is where I'm getting lost at is because I know when I was talking with some of the ladies, like during the week, because they had a free session every single day for an hour, and it was on all different topics. And, I was like, oh, I'm going to utilize this because it's free.
Yeah.
So I did ask a lot of questions, and they did say, when you're using direct sales or MLM, it is a little different than when you're just kind of branding yourself. And the recommendation, of course, is to, get the MLM going and up and running and making some money. And then you can start working more on your own coaching and your higher end one-to-one or whatever it is you want to be doing. Because of course, your direct sales pretty much are already built for you. So you're not recreating the wheel. So it is a little different on the design and all that kind of stuff. So I did go back to my VA too, because, right now my webpage has still got Shakeology on it. So she's going to take that down for me.
Great.
And I already have a page actually for Slenderize, except for I had a website for it. Well, it was a landing page actually, and it no longer is. They've taken that down because they don't do that group any longer. And because they're, of course, doing the other things that are going on in there. So
sure.
a lot of it was attraction marketing, okay, and learning about attraction marketing. So I probably need to learn a little bit more about how to do attraction marketing. I sort of get that, but I know there's like detailed ways that you do it and stuff like that. Because I mean, they even promote that inside of my MLM. The training tonight is attraction marketing. Okay, that's what he's teaching right now is learning how to do attraction marketing, because he's like, that's what you want, is attracting those that you want to come to you. And so I guess that's what I need to learn a little bit more on too. And then I went into LinkedIn today and I added virtual coaching sales in there, and I asked for some recommendations.
Oh, okay.
To give me some more recommendations, because I've worked with quite a few people when I was doing virtual coaching sales. So
yeah.
So I reached out to those guys and said, they're all in different businesses and things like that, and just said, hey, can you give me a recommendation? So I'll see what I can get from that as well.
Okay.
So that's what I've been doing.
Okay. Did you take a look at the funnel I sent you?
Yes.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
Very awesome. Very awesome. So I guess the only thing I didn't understand was like the one line. Let me take this over here actually, so that way I can talk to you and look at it at the same time.
Here, I'll put it on my screen.
Oh, okay.
Let's preview it. Share screen.
My name is Susan Arnowski,
Oh.
and I am an expert at health coaching.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay, so where you're down there where it says how to take back control over your emotion, body, and finances, it says, "Dear woman afraid of her own body."
Yeah, you can totally change the copy.
No, I thought that was very funny, but
oh, okay.
I was like, that's actually really good. Afraid of your own body, because you really are actually at some points in here. So there were some interchanges of women and then women. So I was kind of like, I was like, okay, so are we talking to some women or some woman?
So this is dear woman speaking to one person.
Right.
As you've probably seen, there's not much out there for women who struggle with menopause. Let's see. That's exactly what I hear from 20-something ladies. Oh, this one should be women. So let's go in and change it. Where is it at?
50-something. We're prepared for, right there.
Maybe that's you too. Maybe your mother. Maybe for the lack of women's health. Women. Yeah, that's plural. I don't think. Yeah. Was there other ones?
No, I think that was the only one that I saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was a little confused. I was like, okay, wait a minute. Is that supposed to be women or women?
Mm-hmm. What about everything else?
I mean, other than that, I like it. I think it flows really, really good. I wish Linda had a better picture of herself, but that's just who she is. She's kind of frumpy and
okay.
she is. She's just a real down to earth. She's a late mama, and I mean that really is her. She never changes. Really, that's her true picture right there. So
that's awesome. I'm curious then if we can maybe do that one. So this is the first one you see.
Oh, okay.
One.
Yeah, because Sally's is a little bit more on the professional side.
Sure.
It's funny though, because Linda does LinkedIn and all kinds of stuff. That's, I mean, she's like a teacher of LinkedIn. She also does QuickBooks too. So, I mean, it's just amazing to me. But like I said, she's just a real everyday. She doesn't, no makeup, that kind of stuff. She's just.
That's awesome. Okay, so then it goes here, and then I still have to integrate your email to this so that once somebody clicks it, it goes to your email.
Okay.
Next, what we're going to do is we're going to work on the autoresponders, and then also the thank you page. So I haven't built in the thank you page yet. This is just the front end. The back, they're going to click here. Oh, cool. Voila. They're going to click yes, give me my free book. And it probably won't work right now because it's a preview. So they'll click that, and then it'll go to, let's save that. And I haven't built it, but it'll go to the upsell, which will be the video course.
Okay.
And we'll make this all pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And so essentially what you will be doing is in the autoresponders and the video course now. So let's say somebody doesn't sign up for the video course, but they sign up for the opt-in. In your email autoresponders, you're going to be talking to them about health. You're going to be talking to them about making the purchase for the products that you're selling.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me what the company name is?
It's RX, and the product is Slenderize.
Slenderize. Okay. So you'll be talking about that through that. In your video course, which is what we're going to start building out now, and you should be able to build this really quick because you have time now.
Mm-hmm.
In the video course, that is what's going to, where you're going to be talking about, it's a three video training on, you can do one on weight loss, you can do one on relationships or emotions, like mood swings, emotions, and you can do another one on medical stuff. And then you could do one on your personal story.
Okay.
And on each one, you're going to be just giving a ton of value. And at the end of each one, you're going to sell, and you're going to talk about what you're going, about Slenderize.
Okay. Because there's different packages in the Slenderize though too. Okay. So there's like your minimal package, there's a clinical package, there's a membership package.
How do I find it? Is it this?
No.
Where
No,
do
I think
go?
I don't know what that is. It would be under RX. So you need to go to RX. The ARIIX.com. And then go to Slenderize. There you go. Learn more. I don't know if they'll actually have all the packs in there though, or where you could shop.
Where's the shop button?
At the top.
Oh, right here. Right here?
Yeah. So see, they have actually like the clinical member pack.
Where's
Slenderize
that?
in the very, like right there in the middle.
This one?
No, down here where it says Slenderize clinical member pack.
Oh, right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Why isn't it opening in another? Interesting. Okay, so this one is $634, and it has all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's that one. What are some other ones?
The Slenderize Plus pack is another one that I do.
Is that here?
Yeah, it's right beside that one, to the left.
This one? Oh, okay. Okay.
That's another one that's done.
So these two.
Is that the only ones on this page? Does it go down any further or no?
This is the last one,
Huh.
and this is the first one.
Okay. So then the clinical packs and everything must actually be on my actual page.
Where do I go there? How do I get there?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the whole thing. I don't know how to get to my actual hang on a second. I can't remember if it's just if you just go to RX and then backslash it to my name, if it takes you right to it. Because there's business packs, they start at like $744, and then there's they go all the way from, they have like 4 different ones of those. The ultimate pack, which is like $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Are
there
and then the elite packs. So I'm thinking that's probably
okay. So are there payment plans?
Yes, they do have that now, actually.
So like if I wanted this one.
Yeah, if you just add it to there, if you get it from off of this site right here, this is at wholesale too.
Interesting. That's crazy. It's so expensive. Okay. So, I mean, perceptive wise. So what I would definitely do, first of all, is if somebody is not going to when they're talking about menopause and you're selling them this thing, and then you say it's only $2,000, kind of a big sell, right? Like you're asking a lot there.
But see, it wasn't for me when I came into this though, because my pack was more the clinical pack, and it was, for everything was $450. And to me,
So this one?
yeah, it's $450 wholesale. So for me, $450 was well worth it to have what I
All of
needed.
that.
Yep,
Yeah.
to have what I needed, okay, to alleviate all the symptoms that I was having and to help me to lose the weight. So, and I was ready to do it.
But
No, I did do it. I'm saying I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I was ready to do it. Okay, that's the difference too. Is that if they're coming to you and they're not ready to do it, I don't care what you're trying to sell them, they're not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came to Lynn, by that time I came to Lynn, I was like, I'm exhausted from trying to do everything that I've done, and I know it works because you did it. So. That was my buy-in, I guess, is because I knew her personally and I knew it worked for her. So
sure.
And I was coming in, as a partner too. So I wanted to make sure that I was coming in with the best pack. Actually, I came in with the elite pack at $1,300.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, because I was coming in as a coach, and I was coming in as someone to do the actual business. So
let me tell you this. You will miss out on a lot of people if you ask for $400 immediately, right?
Right.
There's something called a tripwire, and the tripwire right now is a video course, which is going to be a $7 video course. But you can't go from $7
right
to $400.
Right.
Or 2,000 or whatever it is, right?
Right.
So people will buy this. There are certain people here who will buy it, but it's a process.
Right.
Remember?
Right.
So what I would first suggest is what is the one thing they can get that they can try here before they're asked to invest here?
Well, the Slenderize and Accelerate single is the first, very top to the left. Right, yeah, right there, 164. If you do that, if you come in and you come in and purchase it as a, as a distributor, which you'd have to join for, I think it's $25 or $35. You get this for wholesale at $115. Okay. But I can tell you, just doing the drops themselves and not doing anything else, it's not very effective. But it is a door in. But I typically don't just sell the drops because...
Why do you say it's not effective?
Well, because you need to be doing the whole program. And if you think the drops are magical and they're the ones that's going to do it, that's all you're going to do.
So what if, can somebody buy this and this and see results?
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you do the Slenderize with the Power Boost and the Pure Nourish shake, then you would definitely see results if you follow the program.
So all I would have to spend is $60. This one and this one is what you're saying.
No. You definitely have to have both of the drops, the Slenderize and the Accelerate.
Oh, these two and this.
Yeah, and the Pure Nourish and the Power Boost. I mean, there's 3 products that you have to have actually. Those are kind of your minimum that you need to be doing in here. It really depends on where they are. I mean, if they are, that's my thing is I really would need to know more information about where they are. If they've been doing some toxic crap, they need to be doing more than even just that. And I would probably not sell them anything until they can afford where they actually need to be. Because it does them a disservice and they won't get the results.
Why does it do it a disservice to get started on a smaller level?
Well, if they're on the healthier side, having less chaos, then I would probably move okay with a smaller one. But if they're like having major issues and they're eating lots and lots of toxic foods and everything, then drops and a shake is not going to do it. Because they're going to continue to eat the toxic foods, which counterbalances what this program does. So then you feel like you've wasted your money.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
So the people who are at a relatively healthy level
Mm-hmm.
could do this.
Yeah, they could do the smaller package. Absolutely. Yeah, but like even my sister, like I told my sister, okay, I know where my sister is and I know how much toxic crap is in her body right now. I said, girlfriend, you can't go with anything less than the clinical pack. Okay. I wouldn't sell you anything less than the clinical pack because you've got to take everything out of the body.
Okay. So
the only other thing that I like in here too is the Purity, which is the water bottles. And those have the built-in.
these down here?
No, that's all Slenderized bottles. If you go over to where it says brand,
Oh, right here?
yep, the Purity actual in there, and it should give you the bottles. There you
Right
go.
here.
The Purity water system is phenomenal because you can stick this thing anywhere and into any type of water whatsoever, and it filters it.
Wow.
There's one of the ladies in our group actually wants to put 1 million bottles into all the children over in Africa's hands because you can literally stick this into a sewer and it will filter the water out till it's drinkable.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is a really smaller, and if they're not drinking any water, that right there is a starting point too, where you can say, you know what, let's just get you drinking water, if nothing else. Okay.
Sure. Okay. So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you currently have these products in your home right now?
I do the drops. I don't do the whole program any longer because I don't need to.
Okay. What do you have? Like, what can you go get that you can show me?
Right now, the only thing I have is just the drops.
Okay, go get them.
Oh, okay. Hang on a second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get used to these headphones too. It's so weird.
Yeah, they're definitely, you get used to them. I actually just bought a new whole setup, so my audio should sound a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, show me what you have.
So I have Slenderize and Accelerate, and this is the booklet that goes along with them. It tells you all about the Slenderize program.
Okay, can you just flip it open to me?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see what it looks like on the inside. Okay, how many pages is it?
It's really short. It's 14 pages.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it goes over what foods you can have, all your lists,
Mm-hmm.
and prepare your body, how to actually get it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Track your intake because that's really important. It goes over drink the purified water. That's where that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And then talks about, exercise and how little you actually have to do when you're first starting out on this because you're going to be taking your calorie intake down to only 1250.
Okay.
That's the calorie intake on the Slenderize program is 1250. So until your body adjusts to that,
Mm-hmm.
your energy level is decreased.
Okay.
So
So let me tell you a little bit about a program that I did.
Okay.
That I bought. It's called Insanity. I bought the the program, the discs. I think it's a Beachbody thing.
It is.
Yeah, Insanity. It came with like a poster thing, and you have the days. You can X out the days. You do it. I've done it maybe 4 times. I've only completed it once.
It's a hard program.
It's a hard program. It's insane, if you will. It comes with a food. It comes with like a booklet, I think,
Yep.
and it tells you exactly what to eat, when to eat it, do it. The person who sold it to me wasn't responsible for what I chose to eat while doing Insanity,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
His only responsibility was to sell me a program that I was interested in,
Right.
right? So sometimes we think, I won't sell you something because you are not going to do it, right? Like it's just not going to work for you, or it's not a good fit for you, or whatever the case is, right? So we hold back from selling an item to someone,
Mhm.
thinking that we're responsible for the results they get,
Mhm.
right?
Well, I guess my only concern with that is that you get a 30-day money back guarantee with this. Okay.
Sure.
So if you buy it, you do it in 30 days, but you're not actually doing it right, and then you send it back and get a refund, then I get a charge back.
Sure. And so there's fear now that somebody will buy, will make a purchase, they'll try it out, and then they'll go online and say, we don't like it after all, and do the refund, right? Let me give you a statistic to ease that fear.
Okay. They don't typically do that.
89% of people buy a product and don't use it, don't actually go through with the 30-day money-back guarantee.
Okay.
The reason why is it creates shame. Right?
Okay.
I did this and I didn't get results, so I want my money back. And they don't want to go through that whole process. It's embarrassing, right? Like, I tried this, I didn't get it. Now, Susan, your whole thing is to help them get results, right? You want to see someone go from here to here. You want pictures, right? Like, you want them to say, Susan, thank you so much for helping me.
Right.
Who's to say that someone who got this and this, who tried it out, just to try it out, just to start getting into the rhythm, would eventually get to here? That this was their first baby step because this is too scary.
Right.
Even though they know they need this, you gave them the option of this and said, look, let's get you started. Right? Let's get you just dropping the drops and doing the smoothies. Because that's step 1. Right? That's where you give them a process.
Okay.
Because they're jumping here, and now you showed me some stuff. Now we have these bottles. Me personally, I wouldn't know what to do with the bottles. I'd take 5 shakes a day, not knowing how many to do, right? Like, and then I have to read this book. Now I have to track my calorie intake. Like, that's a whole lifestyle change. And people are looking for something quick. And this is not quick, but just taking it, that's one baby step. Closer and closer and closer. So it's okay if someone buys this and doesn't get results. Like, that's not a bad thing, right? There's a need and they're going to buy something from someone.
Right.
Why can't it be from you, right? Like, they're either going to spend $60 buying this Power Boost and this Accelerate single thing, or they're going to spend $60 on something from Walmart that's probably not going to work either. Why can't it be $60 towards you? That eventually leads to this, because you're building a relationship with them where you're telling them and teaching them and doing it with them and doing the drops with them and like going through the whole process with them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the person who sold me Insanity isn't responsible for the fact that I'm not at the weight I'd like to be, right? Like, I'm 20 pounds overweight. They sold it to me knowing that I wouldn't get through it the first time, but it'd get me started. Right. And then the second time. And then finally on the third time, I finished it. Then I tried to do it a fourth time, and it was too much for me. Right? So they're not responsible for my actions.
Mm-hmm.
They're simply responsible for giving me options. And that's what you're doing. What your video course is going to talk about is you're going to say, this is exactly what you're going to say. You're going to say, look, I have in my hand just one. If you start on one, even if you can't afford this, or even if this isn't where your commitment level is, you need to get started. So get started on just one. Look, you're going to spend money on Starbucks this month, and it's going to cost this much, right? You can either spend it on Starbucks, which is going to leave you bloated, which is going to leave you dehydrated, which is going to leave you feeling bad about yourself, or you can spend it on this Accelerate. Just try it once a month. And you may not even get the results, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to create a new habit.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're changing your whole lifestyle, and it starts with the one thing. So maybe you won't get the results, but you'll start the new habit. And if you can start a habit, and I can begin to coach you through what you're eating and what you're doing and the exercise you're putting into your life, right? Like, that's what they want. They just want, this is so easy. You don't have to do all this. You can start here. And guess what? I guarantee by the time we're done, you're going to get here. Because you need this, but you can't do this without getting this.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're selling them on an easier yes. Here, I would even say like here, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is $30. Get them an easy yes, even though they won't get the result, because they're eventually going to get the result.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And this is the first step. Because what would be so tragic is if somebody came and you sold them this because you knew this is what would get them the result, and they say, oh no, I'm not going to do that, and they walk away forever.
Right.
And all they needed was this. For that moment, in that time period, they needed this, because this is what they'd say yes to.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You want to present something to them that they can say yes to. This, I don't have to talk to my wife about buying this. It's only $30, right? Whereas this is a commitment. I got to talk to my husband or wife about, like, $1,200. Like, that's not an easy yes.
Right.
There's conversations there. I have to know this is going to work, because I'm not going to spend $1,200 on something that doesn't for sure work.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is, I'm committed. This is, I'm tired of buying stuff and not seeing results. I need to see something that, right? Like, this is a huge yes. Whereas this, that's an easy yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's an easier yes, I should say.
Right.
Right. Especially if somebody's not familiar with drops.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what to do. Right? Like, here, let's just test it. Get this. Get in your house, and I'm going to go with you step by step. I'm going to do the drops with you. I have drops at home. We're going to do it together. All right, now let's drink it. Right? Like, you're guiding them through. Excuse me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let me check in. Does that resonate? Does it feel good or not good? I mean, tell me, how are you feeling?
I understand what you're saying to me. I guess I'm just, I'm more of the all or nothing kind of person. So I don't have.
You're very much an
I
all
don't
or
have.
nothing.
Yeah, I don't have gray areas. I'm like, I don't understand the gray area minded people either. So that's really hard for me to say, why would you do that? Because that doesn't make any sense to me. I mean,
I agree. I'm a very much a yes or no. Like, yes or no.
Right.
But I'm okay with a smaller yes.
Right. But I understand what you're
saying. Yes.
Right. I understand what you're saying, though, because it's better to get them started on something. Mm-hmm. Okay. For them to say, okay, well, this did make me feel better. Mm-hmm. I didn't get any results, but it made me feel better. So maybe I should try both drops instead of just one drop.
Yep.
Yeah. So
you're encouraging. It's like, think of a baby, right? This is steak, and this is like mama's milk, right? Like, eventually they're going to need steak, but right now all they can handle is mama's milk.
Right.
And they're for me, I feel like I'm a total baby. I'm going to be honest. I would not buy this. I would not buy this. Like, even if you told me, Sean, you're going to lose weight, you're going to get a 6-pack, you're going to look good, you're going to be able to go to the beach, and everybody's going to look at you and think, wow, I wish I could have his body. Even if you said that, I would not buy this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But if you said, like, this is the start, I would totally buy that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like, I just need to get started. That's all. There was a coach that I went to a whole boot camp on sales. And one of the things that she said was, you have to give people an opportunity to get on the bus, anywhere on the bus.
Right.
So if they're on the front row, she had a $25,000 program that she was selling. Let's say they're on the front row, you have that option. But if the only option you have is front row, you're limiting it to how many people can sit in the front row.
Right.
You also have to have stuff in the middle of the bus and the back of the bus. You're going to get on the bus somewhere, even if it's just buying a book and you're on the back of the bus.
Right.
But I'm going somewhere, and if you want to come along with me, you got to get on the bus somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get on the bus and you're committed, this is where you're at. If
Right.
you're not, that's okay. This is where you're at. But you got to get on the bus because you know something has to change with your health.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
And I thought that, for me, totally resonated.
Right. Right. Yeah. Because I mean, I've even done that, like with some of Emily's stuff, you know, it was $12 for her, you know, un-F your funnel. Okay. It was, yeah, I know, such a cool name, but it's $127 supposedly regularly. It was definitely her funnel, but you know, for $12, I'm like, I'll do it for $12. I wouldn't do it for $127. And I am actually very glad that I didn't pay $127 for it, because I would have asked for my money back.
Yeah.
But for $12, I was like, I'll definitely do it for $12. Okay. But then it put me into that, you know, week-long free training session. And then they were actually, you know, doing their funnel playground, which is actually pretty cool. So I could see how everything was working. You know, I could see like every little stage and all the emails that were coming to me and everything. I was like,
Yep.
That's really pretty awesome. And every time it's a little upsell, upsell. And like she said, you know,
this is what I want you to do, Susan. I actually want you to send me every single one of those emails, because I want to see how we can hack those for you. Because if they're working, then I think that's great. But this is why I'm saying, like, I'm really making an emphasis on this, is a 3-week course that we're going to outline right now. So you have something to work on for the next week.
Okay.
The 3-day course.
Right.
That you're going to build is you're going to be the only thing you're going to sell. You're going to sell all of it, but you're really going for this. Like, you really want them to buy just one thing. Because you know, if they buy one thing, they're sold. They're a buyer. They're going to get in this, right? It's the same thing. I learned this from Shailene Johnson. Like, you never want to ask someone to be a coach if they've never experienced Beachbody, right? So you got to get them experiencing it first. And once they experience it, then you can upsell and upsell and upsell and upsell.
Okay.
Right.
Right. What's going on with my pen here? Okay.
All right. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to, and we'll build some of it out. But for this week, your big focus is going to be building out this video course. There is a session that I did with my Growth Buddies community where I talked to them about doing a live stream. And I told them I taught them the infomercial model. And did you ever go through any of Shailene Johnson's curriculum or anything?
I did her push. That was the only thing I've ever done with her, is just the push.
Okay, what's that?
It's a 30-day, like a short little program that kind of gets you more organized and doing better time management, and it's free. So
okay,
yeah.
So she does this thing where she talks about the infomercial model, and so in that Growth Buddies community lesson, I told them, like, literally, this is how you do a live stream. This is how you create a video that gets results. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send that to you so that you can watch it.
Okay.
And it's, let's see if I can find it right now. Let's go to youtube.com. Oh, it's at another one. I have so many emails.
Yeah, I would love to do Shailene's marketing or impact marketing, I think is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Because I really like her style of coaching. She's quite phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay, it's one of these. I'll figure out which one it is and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll send that to you. And then essentially what it is you want to, watch my live streams, my recent live streams. I've done like 3 or 4. You will see me try and follow, because I'm trying to practice it myself. Follow this model. You want to be really quick as far as the introduction. Hi, you want to get their attention. So you see me clapping every single time. Hi, my name is Sean Q, founder of Wealthier You. You want to be really energetic, really happy. And today, you're going to learn exactly how I, Susan Orkowski, lost X amount of weight in X amount of time. Now I know, and so you're telling them the promise, and then now at the end of this session, you're going to be able to, so you're giving them a promise. Now you probably feel completely frumpy. You probably feel bloated. You probably have a couple extra pounds, maybe on those love handles, right? Maybe you're looking at those old jeans and thinking, oh, if I could only fit in those, right? You may be looking at old pictures and you feel like, I thought I was kind of chubby back then, but if only I could be that size, that'd be great, right? Like you're really struggling there. I know, I get that. Let me tell you a little bit about my story, right? So you're telling them the challenges that they're facing, then you're telling them you get it. My story. 30 years ago, X, Y, and Z. I went to the doctor, X, Y, Z. And then I had enough, right? Like you're telling them the turning point. I had enough. I needed this to change. And so I did my research. I looked into everything and I found the solution. It worked for me. It works for everybody else that goes through this. I guarantee this solution will work for you, but you got to put it to work, right? Etc. So I'm guaranteeing something, like this is the guarantee. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you that whole structure, Susan, so you can kind of fill in the blanks, like, hi, my name is, etc., and just fill it all out. And you're going to do that 3 times for the weight loss portion, for the emotions, mood swings. I would even maybe add relationships portion. And then for the weight loss, relationships, and financials, right? So this is, I lost this, amount of money, going to this doctor, didn't have time. Like maybe I would say less finances and more like the medical / finances. Because you can talk all day, Susan, I know you. You can talk all day about like the right medication and the wrong medication and all that. So that would be your third one.
Okay.
And then in each one, at the end of each one, you're going to be telling them, you're going to hold up the bottle and say, this was my secret sauce. This thing, I guarantee if you put it to work, it will work for you, right? And that's going to be that little bottle, right? Now, you can totally go all in. If you know you're at a place where you just need something to change right now and you will not survive if it doesn't change, then you're going to get on the bus, right? You're going to get on the front row. I have something for you, and you're going to get on the front row. Maybe you're like, I know I need to change, but I'm not sure about this bottle. What is this? And you just want to test it. Totally test it for less than the amount of money you probably spend at Starbucks every month. You're going to be able to test this, and you're going to be able to put it to use. Look, I don't want to sell you anything that's not going to work for you. Put it to use. I'm going to coach you through the process and help you. I'm going to go through the whole thing with you, et cetera, et cetera. Right? So immediately, like I went from, hi, my name is Sean, to I have the solution for you. telling my story, telling them the challenge they went through. I'd even add like testimonials and case studies, your sister, other people, et cetera, different things like that.
Okay.
What I'll do is I'll send you that whole structure.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I want you to do, if you finish writing it, and essentially you're just writing your script for the video. I want you to record it, and then I want you to send it to me, and then we're going to do a little bit of critiquing on how you can improve it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, I have the affiliate program as well for the 3X program. Is there
What's that?
any?
Tell me a little bit about that.
That's Laura Sales' program. So Tim and Laura Sales are also in RX, and they do what's called the 3X weight loss. It's slenderized, but it's 3X. I mean, it literally is doing it a much more structured program, a lot less types of foods. It really is a very disciplined. Let's put it that way. It's a really disciplined program, but it gives you all of the modules. She already has all the videos done.
And so you're an affiliate for it?
Yep.
And how much is it?
It's $97 for the program.
$97?
Yep. And that gives you her
So
entire.
is that at all connected to RX?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I get.
Is the products.
Right.
And this thing is what? How does this relate?
It's an affiliate program. So anybody who joins it becomes my customer.
Sure. No, I get that.
So I get half of the initial fee up front. So it's $97. So I get, I think it's like $47.50. They start to get, they'll go into the inner circle. Okay. This is the one I was telling you about, the Facebook group where she lets everybody in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So a lot of them will get the program. They'll come in there. They really don't do anything. They're trying the program because you can do it, actually follow the program without the drops and any of the supplements or anything like that. But you won't, of course, see any success. So
can you join that program for free?
No.
Okay. So it's the $97.
Yep. It's definitely $97 to get into it. But I mean, it has everything, so you've got, I don't know, there's 3 modules in there that go over the entire program. Plus that gives you all of the menus and, there's nothing that she leaves out. I mean, it's a full-fledged program along with your monthly support and, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's a steal. It's a steal.
I'm curious if that is the easier sell.
Well, the only thing about the affiliate program is that they come in and they'll always just be the customer, okay? And then whatever products and everything they order, you don't get the full value if they're just coming in through you, because of course they're coming in through the affiliate program. So yes, she's still taking care of them. She's still sending them the emails. She nurtures them, all of that kind of stuff. They're my customer, but it's, definitely a lower payout than what I would get if they were just coming in through me. So, I mean.
So let's do this.
Okay.
I would say.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I shared that with you, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Let's focus on filling out the structures of the videos, because it's either they join we don't want to push too much on them, right? Like we don't want to say buy the oils, also buy this program and watch them. Like we want to make it easy and smooth. So I'm curious if we can just get them started on something. It's simply a matter of which one do we want to start them on, right? So let's focus on the structures first.
Okay.
And then we'll figure out what the product and the next product is. Because they're going to do both, right? Like ultimately they do both. They get all the program or all the products and then they also join the program, right? So it's simply a matter of which one is the
Well, not necessarily, no, because I mean, I only did their program because I really wanted to see what she had inside of there. You know, I wanted to see the program itself, and for $97, and because I can become an affiliate once I go through all of her modules, okay, so
Sure.
I could offer it. And you know, when I went back to Lynn and I was like, I'm amazed that she sells it for $97. I mean,
Sure.
honestly, it's just, I mean, I don't know how. It's worth way more than $97, okay?
Sure.
And it's a one-time fee, so there's no membership fees or anything. You just get a lifetime to it, you know? You can use it forever and ever. So I see the value in it. I just don't know what to do with it.
I see. Where can you make more money?
Well, I definitely make more money just them coming directly to me and going through my own
Because if
site.
anything, then the program that you bought for $97, you could create your own program for $97, right? Like you don't have to affiliate out. You can create your own. Now, for now, what you can do is people who want more, you can make that as like a bonus, something you offer on an individual level for people you know, like, okay, this is what it is. But for the masses, for people who are just kind of going through, I think the easiest thing right now is just a one bottle.
Okay.
So how does
All
that
right.
sound?
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I know when I was doing the training, like with Rick and his group, you know, with Attraction Marketing, he does the affiliate program with Elite Marketing Pro. And that's sort of like your Facebook group for the $17.
Yes.
So he uses that, all the money that he makes off of the affiliate program to fund all of his Facebook marketing. So it's a break even. So, you know, you're not having money come out of your pocket. So yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Focus on the structured stuff. I'm going to send that to you tonight.
Okay.
And then we'll get to everything else. Let's just focus on one thing at a time.
Okay.
So.
All right, cool.
All right, Susan.
All right.
I am super proud of you. Do you like the funnel? Is there anything that you wish is different or changed or anything like that?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think it looks really, really good. I think that was all I saw on there was just that, you know, some of the women. Okay. I may need to look at it just like a little bit more.
Yeah, take a look. If there's anything you want changed, please let me know. And I'll change it. I just want to, there was something I wanted to show you. Let's see.
And then I just need to know, are we meeting in a week or 2 weeks?
1 week.
Okay. And we're doing 5:30 or 6:30?
6:30. I just changed calendars. So I'm so sorry. It was my fault.
I heard your thing. I was like, and then you're like, I'm on. I'm like, what's he on for? I'm like, oh, I wish you'd have told me you had it done 5:30.
That's funny. Okay, so let's see. Is it this one? Is this one? Yeah. Okay, so the individual, I think her name was Emily Hirsch. Mm-hmm. Is that the one that you were going to spend like $600 or $700 doing the whole thing? So she would have created something like this, and I'm going to share my screen one more time. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay, so this is just one of the examples I found on her like thing. And they're good, but they're really basic. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted to show you that people charge high prices for medium amount of quality. Mm-hmm. And so you want to be sure, because I know you are just like me. I see something and I think, wow, it's only $97 or it's only $7. I'm going to buy it. Like and we buy and buy and buy and buy all of these courses, all these services, et cetera, et cetera. So be careful not to spend money on something that's unnecessary or unneeded.
Right.
Let me know before you make a purchase, because I may be able to do it better. This has been this model or this funnel has been tested. I'm going to be using this exact same funnel for my book, so like this is going to work. Whereas these are literally the templates that ClickFunnels gives you. All she did was change words. And so I want to make sure that you are spending money on the right things and not on just something that looks flashy or good or something that might convince you. So as your coach, I say this because I care about your finances and I don't want you to be spending money on something or on someone that's not going to give you top quality.
Right.
And nothing bad on Emily. Just it's kind of a model right now is do Fiverr quality work for top-notch bucks, because somebody who's just getting started wouldn't know the difference.
Right.
So
okay.
So I say that to protect you from spending money on nothing. Right. So,
yeah, I'm kind of tired of doing that.
Yeah.
Yep. Indeed. My husband's really tired of it. So
I'm sure he is.
Yep. He's like, at this point, we're only spending money on things that are actually moving you forward. He said, otherwise, we're not spending any money. And I'm
That's
like,
good.
I know.
I think that's great.
It is a good thing. It is, because and that's part of it's mine though too, because I am kind of indecisive when it comes to that, because I don't really know who is the expert and who isn't the expert. And then, and like I say, I don't feel like I've wasted money with anyone ever, but I look back and I'm thinking I could have definitely done more with that money than what I got.
Sure.
So, but was it a learning experience? Yes. And did it add to my journey? Yes. So
yeah. I think you're doing great, Susan. I'm so proud of you. You are staying consistent. You're going forward, no matter how fast or slow. The needle's moving. Right?
Yeah.
Like you got the ebook done. We're now focusing. We got the funnel. Now we're going on the video. Soon, once we have these pieces together, the whole point is simply send traffic.
Right.
And it's your stuff.
Yeah.
It's
and
not
the videos will be easy for me to do.
It's yours. Yeah.
The ebook was harder for me because that's more content and figuring out, that kind of thing. But the videos are more my territory. So, okay. So I'll just do my outlines and then do my videos, and I will send those to you.
All right. Well, let's pray.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, Susan.
So, Lord God, we just thank you for everything that you do in our lives. We thank you for your grace, your strength, your mercy, and your wisdom, Lord God. We just thank you for all of the wisdom that you imparted this evening, especially to me, Lord God, from Sean. And Lord, I just thank you for me having the time to actually do what I need to do at this point. And Lord, I know that if there is something that you have in store for me as far as part-time work or jobs or gigs or whatever, Lord God, you'll just place those right in front of me. And if not, then I'm just going to move forward with what I'm doing here, because I know that this is my plan and my purpose and my destiny. So I say yes and amen. And I just lift it up to you, Lord, and just say, prosper it and just abundance and growth there, Lord God. I just ask that you bless Sean exactly where he is, Lord God. I ask that you bless him with his clients, bless his marriage, Lord, bless his finances, bless his book coming out, Lord God. We just ask for like the ultimate success with that book, Lord God. We just know it's going to touch millions and millions of lives, Lord. So we just say yes, we speak it forth, and Lord, we say all of this in Jesus' holy name. Amen.
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 Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. I will talk to you Monday. And if once you get the videos done, if you get them done sooner, send them my way.
Okay.
All right. Talk soon.